Good morning. I am recording now. I am Jan Jorgensen at Sound and Light Healing Arts here in Olympia, Washington. Let's begin by taking a nice deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We are beginning our Be the Light meditation. Today's topic is unknown, and I'll tell you why. Usually a topic pops into my head very strongly as to what to work on, but what I've noticed is many of the clients I've worked with recently, they think their problem is one thing, and when we actually start unraveling, it's something altogether. And that, of course, is just the symptom or expression of a core issue. So we are going to go beyond our own thinking and our own mechanisms of labeling our problems. And we're going to go into the deep pool of causation and the exact timeline of the specific trauma or issue or thing that is dogging you and keeping your energy field from being aligned and glowing. And often we don't know what it is. It could even be from another lifetime, if you believe in reincarnation, that you brought it in to work with this time. Or it could be something that you are here on a mission to support the movement of the entire world collective. So you have merged with and taken on other people's collective issues. So sometimes these things are beyond our own cognition and are almost impossible to work with and address until we have clarity as to why and how and when these things transpire to be part of our big, painful path. And it doesn't have to be painful. The more you understand, the more you can accept and work with the principles that will assist you with this path that you've chosen on some level to work with and grow. So who would know more than ourselves of what the true issues and vibrational quagmires are? The divine beings, the unseen ones, the ones that you pray to. So let's take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And simply say, we ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a hold on of balance over our entire body. Only energies of the highest light may be in our space now. Feel how we can become settled and present just with these preliminary high vibration words. We ask that all thoughts, other people's thoughts, and our own confused thoughts about these issues are now removed from our body, our physical body, our emotional body, and our energy field now. It's difficult to see the forest for the trees. We are asking for clarity, illumination, and communication from the higher divine beings about what it is we are doing. Take a nice deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth, and take your attention to your heart. Your heart is your super telephone system to divine knowing and communication. Again, we ask that we still our mind as we call in the divine beings of light. You know the faces that you trust, that hold consciousnesses that are so vast and expansive, it is no issue for them to look at your timeline and to help you have discernment, remembering and understanding of your prenatal contract with the Creator of what you came to do and work with in this lifetime. Ask those beings to be here with you now, and of course they are but shards, facetry of Source. So let's connect with Source. It is simply a ladder of vibrational frequency and intensity from your body, moving up and out through the consciousness of the divine beings, this circle of overseers who you pray and work with, all the way on up to the top of the ladder, to the middle of the central universe of all universes. And just imagine Source, this undulating, brilliant, flowing light, all knowing, all nourishing, life-giving essence of pure love. We call it light because light activates, warms, heals, melts off that which is not truth and that which has density. We ask and intend that the issue that we have been holding, that has been expressed in hundreds, if not thousands of ways, of emotional triggers, recreating the same relationship loops over and over, running into the same ouchy doors in our career, or pursuing health, happiness, and abundance. We ask that our heart open and receive God's truth of why. I'm going to have you take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We are seeking acceptance here. Acceptance for our own journey that we actually co-created before we were born with the Creator. If we accept this mission, if you accept who you are and what you're doing, it takes all the disappointment, the shame, the anger, the resistance out. So I'm going to be quiet for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and you have this talk with the Creator directly and have it be mitigated and managed within your heart. We call it the 0 point. And we ask that the divine beings help orchestrate this conversation so that your heart may be an open, empty, waiting vessel, that you may see again the timeline, the agreements, the all that is that has been following you like an Achilles heel, so that you may understand the beauty and the programming and the complete cohesiveness of all that has happened. And so that you may choose with the free new will how to address, how to maybe keep working with the issue and moving through so that the archetype of what this issue is healed for all, for Earth. Or maybe you're done. Maybe you are tired, and that's why you showed up for this meditation today, that you're ready to be free, to be relieved, to be an absolutely empty vessel, to live in the moment without these dense quagmires dogging you. So open your heart, connect with Source, right through your crown chakra, coming right down into your heart, and listen now. Take a deep breath and know that this telephone, this communication system is now established. Imagine that you are plugging in the switchboard of your heart. These cords of connection and light and communication with Source. Go ahead and plug in to the circuitry of some of the divine beings that you love to talk to and work with as well. You may have noticed, some of you, that words come through, specific words. For some of you, a chill, a knowingness, a familiarity, or colors, images, maybe even pictures, a story. Spirit works, I always say, in mysterious ways and very artistically. And they work with you in the way that they know will make it safe for you. And maybe the door was flung open and you saw everything, or maybe just a little bit of information to integrate today. For myself, it was words. And the words were pretty generic. Continue to follow your heart, but no hiding out. Don't be afraid to be bigger and bolder and to step out into the world, and then come back and rest, and you can hide and recuperate. But the world needs all of us. It needs us to be brave and speak up when it is called for. And how do we know? Because our heart calls upon us to feel a resonance and a draw to stand up and speak out. We do not have to exhaust ourselves and every day be militant, but to stand back when there is a burning truth would go against your heart's calling. Taking care of our physical bodies so that we may live and say and see and say and do all of the things we promise to do is another important part of the whole contract with Source. And I was reminded of that. The feeling good and energized and full of vitality is much better than having too much whipped cream or sugar, a moment of excitement there. So take a deep breath and let all that was given to you integrate. And sometimes it may not be right away. You may have a vivid dream or a lucid dream. Or you might be driving and suddenly the puzzle pieces come down and here's the wording and here's the knowing. There is a timing. It's called divine timing that we surrender to because it's right, it's real, and it is something you can hang your hat on, something that you can absolutely trust, always. If you are holding yourself in your whole out of balance and asking that only energies of the highest light may be in your space. It is a universal law to be able to filter out any other little voices and noises or even of your own busy mind. So we are going to finish this meditation by grounding, sending energy cords down into the middle of the earth and feeling grounded and stable and solid. Wonderful. Excellent. That feels great, doesn't it? Okay, so let that energy come up from the earth through your feet, your knees, and just kind of wiggle a little bit and celebrate. And be joyful that this is the time where we can remember how easy it is to hook up to these very high frequencies, divine, God, essence, whatever you want to call them. It's a little bit of stardust that's available here to you on earth with not a lot of effort. So I thank you for joining me today, and we are finishing the meditation as we run that energy up through our body. Let it kind of settle into your heart a little bit. The earth and the divine energy together. We are spiritualizing matter, which is your physicality. And let it go up at your head and back up, plug into Creator Source. And there we go. That is the Be the Light meditation today, August 29th, 2018. Go ahead and put a beautiful golden resilient egg around your energy field. This will keep anything else from coming in. It bounces off. It's a very resilient golden egg that is yours. Okay, we're signing off now. Thanks again for joining me, Jan Jorgensen at soundandlighthealingarts.com.